So everyone is so focused on AI breaking GTM, they forget the internal politics that quietly break it every day. So your forecast isn't broken because the market is unpredictable. It is broken because your own team unintentionally is lying to itself, and not because anyone's faking data. They're just doing their job in silos, and that is the problem. Now, on paper, your forecast stack looks clean. We have the MQL, the SQL, the opportunity, the commit, closed. So you've got the dashboards, the stage conversion rates, and the commit pacing. Now it looks like a system, but underneath it, it's not alignment, it's survival. And on a side note though, let me tell you, we borrowed a word from farming to describe why enterprise sales doesn't work. Silos, right? It is that literal structures that's built to keep things separate, and somehow we let them define our go-to-market. And here's what I mean. Now, each team is doing their job, but optimizing for their own survival, right? Now, the marketing, they want MQL volume. The SDRs, they want conversion percentage. Now, the AEs, they want up velocity. The RevOps, they want clean data. Finance, they want something defensible. So each handoff is technically correct, and no one's aligned on what truth actually looks like. So the stack is built on filtered signal, not the clean ones, right? So let me be clear. No one is lying, right? This isn't fraud. It's just friction. And AE says, okay, let's think about it. An AE can say, budget looks approved. That's because they need to hit the commit. Now the SDRs, they flags qualified interest based on one call and a checklist. The marketing, they send out high intent leads based on landing page clicks. No one is wrong. What's happening there is they're just optimizing for the metrics, not the truth. And that's how pipelines get distorted, not from bad people, but from good people operating on a siloed logic. Now, why does this keep happening? Because no one wants to be the one to slow things down, and no one wants to call another team's metric as noise. So they just pass it along, and slowly over time, it lands in a forecast that isn't reality anymore. It became the best case version of what each silo needed to hear. And that's how you get a QBR full of confident numbers that quietly collapsed. So what do? You're not going to break all silos overnight, but you can definitely start by exposing the distortion right there. Now we start with reviewing the missed forecast the same way we review our lost deals. We ask ourselves, where did the signal get filtered? Now look at the stage the deal got promoted and who promoted it. We build space to flag up misalignment triggers, especially if the silence show up before the stall. Now, with all this said, this isn't extra work. It is just real forecasting. Now, it isn't a blame game. It is not the marketing's fault. It is not the SDRs. It is not the RevOps. It simply is the system, the way GTM is built to look like alignment while everyone is protecting their own slice of truth. So if your forecast feels unstable, it's probably not the market. It's the stack that's underneath it, warped by silos. All right, so this is the sales rebel, no fluff, no theater, just what's actually breaking the GTM in the real world. And in the next episode, we're gonna go after a sacred cow. RevOps won't save you, but GTM needs a strategy brain. So hit subscribe because we're not done yet.